You've done all the therapy. You've done the NLP, you've done the nervous system work, you've done holotropic breath work, you've done somatic experiencing, you've done everything, and you still feel stuck. You can name all the triggers and your patterns and your attachment style, and yet something still feels off. You're driving a luxury car, a race car, like a Ferrari. Your body and your mind are the race car, and they're there, and they're all set and primed to go. And yet you don't know how the inner workings go, what's happening under the hood. My name is Ta, and I run a garage called the YOUniverse. If you're stuck doing all the work, come and run some diagnostics in the YOUniverse. Therapy and coaching, they're very helpful. You have all the language, you have all of these skills, you have all of these tools, but you still don't know the inner workings of the machine. You know how to drive, but when the signals come up, when your emotions come up, you don't know whether to press on the gas, hit the brake, turn right, or turn left. And one of the important things that I find people have is they have emotional intelligence, but they don't have what I call emotional fluency. And so emotional intelligence, you know what's going on. You know how to say, I feel angry, this is sadness, but you don't know how to ride the waves. I built something called Emotional, a wonderful space for human beings to learn more about emotional fluency. And it works off of 4 pillars. And I'm going to explain them to you right now. So by the end of this video, you'll have an idea of what made you feel stuck and how to get out of that stuckness. So there are 4 pillars to Emotional. Number 1 is called emotional navigation. When you think about emotions, I want you to think about emotions as if you would think about the ocean, like water. It's energy moving the water back and forth. The energy is informing the water to move this way and move this way. Emotions are energetic signals that are signaling you to move this way or this way. Imagine if somebody took you and threw you in the water and you've in the ocean, in the middle of the ocean with no boat, and you've never been in the water before. What would happen? You'd probably start flailing about until you start to see that as you flail your arms, you're able to keep yourself afloat. You're able to start to navigate the water. So emotional navigation is navigating that water. You start to understand how to navigate the flow of the emotions that are moving through you so that you can actually stay afloat, so that you can actually get to your destination. And the destination is where the current is carrying you. That's emotional navigation. So it's more than just I feel sad. It's like, okay, I feel sad. Sadness is a signal. What is it telling me? For example, sadness is telling you that you're disconnected from something. If someone passes on, if somebody dies, or you break up in a relationship, somebody is gone, there's a space that you're disconnected from. And what sadness tells you is to connect. And so you learn how to actually flow into the next space of connection instead of, why am I still so sad? Why am I still so sad? You know that sadness is telling you to connect, so you connect. That's emotional navigation. The second pillar, relational mastery, is how you relate to other people in this space. You start to learn how to interact with human beings in a different way. Many people don't know how to gauge themselves and interact with another person's emotional signals, and that's what relational mastery is. The third pillar is called personal sovereignty, and this is the ownership space. You own your emotion. This is my emotion. So when you're in a space of personal sovereignty, you own the emotion to the point where if somebody walks in the room and you start to feel angry, you don't say that person made me angry. You lean into, I feel angry. What am I going to do about this? Because it's my anger, but they have inspired me to have anger. Anger only comes online when there's a safety issue. So if you don't feel safe, what do? You own it and you move away from that. Or if you have to defend, you can choose to defend yourself in this space, but it is your anger. And so that personal sovereignty is very important. It's one of the things that I don't see anybody talking about when it comes to emotional intelligence. The fourth pillar is what I call emotional fitness and capacity. If you go to the gym and you want to bench press or you want to deadlift 500 pounds and you've never deadlifted ever in your life, you go over to the bar with the 500 pounds and you start trying to lift. You can't, because you don't have the strength, you don't have the fitness for it, and you don't have the capacity to lift that much weight. And so you have to start off in small chunks and then add on, which means exposing yourself to other people's emotions and your emotional spaces so that you can actually become more resilient in navigating emotional dynamics that are of different frequencies, different intensities, different bandwidths. All of these things are very important when you think about capacity. So those are the 4 pillars. You have emotional navigation, relational mastery, personal sovereignty, emotional fitness, and capacity. And this is how you start to really lean in and learn and run a diagnostic on yourself. And I'm doing live diagnostics every Thursday inside the universe. Would love to have you come through. This is Feeling Connected. Come through. Watch this video again, go through the pillars, write them all down so that you know what you're looking at when things come up in life. And you can take these 4 pillars and you can run with this stuff. And you can also come inside the universe and really dive in with me. You can be under the hood with the mechanic. I'm the mechanic. You can be observing close by, or you can be on the outskirts just watching from a distance to get access to all of the information. I'm going to be running live diagnostics every Thursday. I'm going to be doing videos like this every week so that you can dial in, smash the subscribe button, come along for the ride. It's all about the universe because it's all you. I'll see you in the garage.